Mind shutting your gob, old chap, or I'll shove this club up your ass. It's not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is Wacky Races on the Sega Dreamcast. Track challenge. Yeah, okay.
Select an individual track to race around.
Okay. Actually, I kind of want to do I want to do the cup challenge. No. Oh. What's going on? What's this? Like, yeah, that. I don't know. I want to do the cup challenge. Seems like I can't. Okay.
An individual track to race around.
Okay. That's slightly confusing.
And now, here they are, the most daredevil group of daffy drivers who ever whirled their wheels
Yeah,
in the
whatever.
Wacky Races, competing for the title of World's Wackiest Racer.
That's cool in that you can choose which button the different weapons work on. I have played this once before, and that time I used advanced handling, where here I've got kart handling. I'm hoping it will make a difference. I love the visual style on this. The graphics, I think, are glorious. Fully make use of the Dreamcast's capabilities, which are slightly limited compared to the PS2 because it came out before that. It has less power, basically. But it's like, with graphics like this, it doesn't matter. It's great at cartoon graphics without too much in the way of texture mapping. They can use, like, how do you pronounce it? Gurad shading? Is that what it's called? Oh god. And it works really well for cartoon kind of graphics. I struggle a bit with elements of this game. Mainly knowing where the hell I'm going. There are places where you can go off the track, but you can get stuck, and that can be a problem. Oh god. I don't know how you... oh bollocks. I don't know how you power up your weapons. I wasn't letting you pass, you just overtook me, you Burke. I used to love Wacky Races back in the day. Dastardly and Muttley, who are in here somewhere. Oh, not necessarily very good with these weapons. You're late for a hair appointment. Okay. I don't... these guys are a bit special. Yeah, definitely. Definitely a bit. Okay, we're first. That's cool. So, oh, bollocks. Lost the lead and lost all my weapons. I think running over these coin things refills our weapons. Maybe. Loving the frame rate on this. It is so smooth. Well, it certainly is in places, but not necessarily everywhere. When you've got the track to yourself, it's definitely smooth. While it's full of other guys, not quite so much, but then I guess you expect that. More polygons. Can't see. Oops. That's... yay. God, that guy's a smug arsehole. Oops, oops, I'm getting bashed. Bashed about.
With only a few miles to go to the finish line, the drivers give it all
Give me
they
that.
got.
I want that. There we go. Chuck them out. I am finding that the pebbles are the most useful. Oh, yeah, it's like I can swing a club, but it doesn't tend to hit much when I do it.
It looks like it's going to be a close finish. The winner
Oh,
is car number 6, Sergeant Black.
third. Well, that's not terrible. Oh, fourth. That's still not terrible.
And in third is Peter Perfect.
Peter Perfect can piss off. Yeah. It's definitely better with the kart handling than the realistic handling.
With different abilities next time.
What? Continue. They are so very, very like Captain Caveman. Okay. So what can we do again? What are you doing? I still can't do that. Why? Why? What are we going to do? Can I try to pass it? What can I don't know where to do. Right, okay, yeah, well. What's that? Let's go back to where we went. No, that's the as well. I suppose we're not. That's kind of annoying. It's like, I guess you've got to do better.
And now, here they are. The most
Otherwise you're just stuck on the same track. That...
welcome to the Wacky Races, competing for the title of World's Wackiest Racer.
Yeah.
3.
I hope you don't have to win, because if you do, I've got no chance.
Away go the Wacky Races.
Third, if you can progress by getting to third, okay, fair enough. But I'm not a thrill of this game structure. Unless I'm really missing something somewhere, I find this way of doing things not ideal. Oops.
You've been lost.
Wow. Would you mind shutting your gob, old chap, or I'll shove this club up your ass? Oh, I get it now. With the weapons, you have these coin. Oh god. Okay, these coins that you pick up allow you the use of one of your weapons. So even though all three were lit up, it doesn't mean I've got 3 weapons. It means I can use one of them. I guess however many coins you collect dictates how many times you can use them. That makes sense. I don't know where it tells you how many coins. Okay. Down there. So I only appear to have one. Oh, whatever. Oh, hush. Now I have 2. Okay. So, balls. Now I have one. I don't recall even using one. Yeah, okay. Oh. Well, that used up 2 coins. So do different weapons take more coins or something? Summer. Blah. It's one of those situations where a manual would be handy, but obviously I don't have one. I say obviously, you might not be aware that I don't have one. I'll just confirm. I don't have one. Okay. They're going to give themselves a headache like that. What the hell? Oh, you bastard. Ah, love the little birds. It's a weird game. It's sort of a mass of contradictions. I love the character of it, the characterization, the cartoon graphics, the characters that they're using. and how well they use them.
With only a few miles to go to the finish line, the drivers
On a technical level, I think it's fantastic. I just don't like the game structure.
And it's the final stretch. It looks like it's going to be a close finish.
And certain
Winners are number 6, Sergeant Blast and Private Hinckley.
certain play mechanics bother me. Okay, we got third. Let's see, can we get through to the next thing?
Try equipping different abilities next time.
You failed to win the... So you got to win before you can go anywhere? No. I'm going to have a quick look around to see
Select
if...
an individual track to race around.
Win a gold star by finishing first in a race. Can you collect all the stars to complete the challenge? Definitely not. So if you don't win, you don't get a star. And if you don't get a star, you don't seem to get to do anything else. Do not approve.
Select an individual track to race around.
Trying.
No. You'll have to try this area a little later on.
You need 9 stars.
Hold on there, Racer. You need
Oh,
more
wait.
stars to enter this area. You're gonna need more stars to access this area.
Yeah, okay. Isn't that what I just did? Maybe. Oh, okay. Let's do that. Is this different? It looks different. I hope it's different.
Here they are. The most daredevil
It's different. Okay. Ignore everything I said. You can try other tracks. A bit. Maybe. And it's Christmas. Bonus.
3, 2, 1, go! And away go the
Because
Wacky
everything's better when it's Christmas.
Wacky Races.
Well, it's not strictly true, but... Oops. I can think of a lot of things that aren't better when it's Christmas, but... It's Christmas, so we'll be jolly and cheerful and it's not actually Christmas.
It's a battle royale in this race.
It's a battle royale in this race. Are we going to kill everyone in weird Japanese style? I love that film, by the way. Oh God. Why? Where? What?
The Wacky Racers keep changing positions.
Well, that's what races are about, you Burke. Where the hell am I going?
It's like the other cars are standing still.
Is it?
It's the second lap.
Okay. Thank you for that. Oh God. It's kind of alright when you've got cars in front of you who are taking detours, because you can just follow them. It's like me when I'm driving in a city. But if you've got no one in front of you, there are times... Oh, you bastard. There are times here when it would be... You would just be wandering around lost, I think.
It's still a pretty close race.
Is it? I don't know. I'm last. That seems normal. No, you're right. Nothing is happening. I don't know if you can hear what he's saying. Oh, I remember that. Sweet sassafras. And I remember when I used to watch this as a kid, I had no idea what sassafras was. It's some kind of drink, isn't it? That's not a thing in Britain. I don't know what sassafras is in terms of being a drink. We don't have it. I've never seen it. I don't know what it is or tastes like. Is it nice? Whoops. It sounds like it would be with a name like that, but I don't know. Root beer sounded nice until I tried it. Mind you, that was like McDonald's root beer. Many, many years ago. They don't seem to do it anymore, which is probably a good thing because it tasted like mouthwash. It's foul.
Oh, what a race this has been.
Oh, yeah. And we came nowhere. Alright. That is Wacky Races on the Dreamcast. I love the graphics. I love the characters. The fact that it's based on Wacky Races, because I used to love that cartoon. It's got the good sound effects and everything. The play mechanic in terms of like the physics and everything is fine. I dislike the game structure. Okay, you're not limited to just one track, but it is it's not intuitive. It's not what I'm used to. It's not what I expect from a racing game. And I found that frustrating and annoying. Okay, thank you for watching.
Okay, before I start the Q&A section, I want to say an immense, huge, big thank you to all the people who have, like, new supporters on Patreon and existing supporters who've increased their contribution, donation, call it what you like. I don't have words, but it means a hell of a lot to me, so I want to say thank you. I really do appreciate it. Okay, right. Today's question for Q&A is from, I don't know how to pronounce this, D Huslin 100. Is that it? Sorry if it's not. I don't know how to pronounce it. Link to their channel down there. For Q&A, I've just watched the Brexit video on your Benways World channel, and I was surprised to note that you voted leave. Yeah. It would be great if you could do an update video on your views on Brexit now. I realise that it isn't a gaming question, but it would be interesting to hear your views now. Okay, yeah, fair question. I did vote leave. All I can say about that, there are two points of view. I voted leave because I believed that the country would come to its senses, realise that the Tories were screwing the nation over royally, there would be a general election when everything went to pieces, and Labour would get in. And then, being out of the EU, it would be easier for Labour to nationalise public services. That was my thinking. Obviously, it didn't work out that way. The nation didn't come to its senses. It remained absolutely demented and actually probably got worse. But also, I learned the power of propaganda. It's safe to say I was also taken in by the propaganda. I saw benefits in Brexit that with hindsight really weren't there at all. There were lies. I mean, the 350 million a day on the side of a bus or a week or however long. I mean, they're just bullshit. But the power of propaganda, I learned it there and have become aware of it vastly more since. The BBC is not a public information broadcaster in any way, shape or form. It is purely state propaganda. The more I see, the more I realise it. And yeah, I was influenced by it. People like to think they won't be influenced or can't be influenced by propaganda and that they will recognise it when they see it. No, it's some propaganda is blatantly obvious and some isn't. And very often propaganda isn't what you're told, it's what you're not told. And if you think back to the time of Brexit, it was really difficult to actually make a decision on whether it was good or not. There was very little information on what the effects would be. There were lots of people jumping up and down and screaming pro or con whatever, but you didn't know what was truth, what was fact, what was made up, what was assumption. It was chaos, and you couldn't make an educated decision on the subject at that time. and the lack of information, the lack of clear information, it led people like me to really vote a way that, with hindsight, now, if we had another referendum tomorrow, I would vote to remain. I mean, the whole thing about nationalising, Labour could nationalise utilities if they wanted to, even remaining in the EU. If you look at the situation as it is now, under social distancing and national lockdown and all the coronavirus crisis that we've got, I don't know about utilities, but I think they're talking about nationalising public transport. I mean, they've been talking about nationalising, or are nationalising, aspects of the rail service. Anyway, yeah, the power of propaganda. I think people are starting to see, I hope, that things are not what they've been led to believe, both about Brexit and about the way a country works, an economy works, neoliberalism versus socialism and all of that. I don't know. I don't know that we're there yet. I think once this is all over, and I mean, this isn't Brexit, this is something else, but I have noticed that memories are incredibly short. I've been around a while, I've seen things that have happened, and I think, well, that was bad, but it won't happen again. People will remember that and they'll learn from it, and it won't happen again. No, people forget very quickly. Yeah. It's about all I've got to say about that, really. Misinformed, misjudged, taken in by propaganda, that kind of thing. Wouldn't vote that way again. That's my answer to that. Other things. What is coming up here? This is almost sounding like a Friday talkie. What's coming up next? I've been doing a thing. I've spent all of today and a chunk of yesterday doing a thing which I was asked would I make a video on it, and I said no, it's not actually worth it. It didn't work out very well, but I've tinkered some more and it is worth it. I've been updating the custom firmware on my PlayStation Classic Mini thing from Bleem Sync to Eris, whatever it's called. Initially I wasn't impressed, and there's an aspect of it that is still, I think, broken, but I think I will do a video of that and share it with you, because this is playing on it now. CPS2 emulation under Final Burn Alpha. It's quite good. It's got well, you wait and see. I'm not going to do a how-to video on how to set it up. I will, when I do it, point you to videos that show you how to do it. But I just want to show how good or otherwise it is, and say, you know, sort of talk about, is it worth doing? It's not difficult to do, especially if you've already installed Bleem Sync. If you've got that on there already, Eris is a piece of cake. Okay, I'm trying to do these daily now, so till tomorrow. It's funny actually, for all that I'm now not working, and I'm thinking I'll have lots of time to myself. I find that people want my time. Yeah. I'm trying to just stay in here. It's difficult. Okay. Shutting up now. Thank you for watching.
Right. Hit the subscribe button, or I'm getting naked on camera. Go on. Do it. Right. You asked for it. Ah! You asked for it. Ha! Ha! Oh.